Hi, it's me, Abby, and I am so excited to show you the new Performance Dashboard. This great tool will help you understand your patient's purchase behavior, not just what contact lenses they order, but when they reorder. Get insights into your top contact lens products and see how your practice, discounts, and rebates affect your bottom line. See how your practice or practices, if you have more than one, are doing, compared to prior years, months, or even weeks. Okay, to see all of your practice metrics, go to the top right menu, right next to the bell, and pull down on Dashboard. You will immediately see a graphical presentation of your practice with respect to profit margin, gross revenue, total sales, and more. Let's dive into this robust tool. Click the location. You will need a unique username and password for each location. In the future, you will be able to select multiple locations or even all locations, but for now, you can only view one location at a time. To the right of the Location tab, you will see two different reporting tabs. The first one is Reporting Period. So, you would first click on that particular time frame and then go to the next tab to pick your comparison period. For example, maybe you want to see how you performed in Q4 versus Q3. You could also compare years and even go down to the week versus week level. So, if you wanted to look at week 42 and compare that to your previous week 41, you can do that here. The main thing to emphasize is that you can use this tool to get as granular as you want with the data to see how Abby is performing for your practice. To see all the data, click All Data in both tabs. Notice you will see all the data. The bar graphs show the reporting period versus the comparison period. Let's go to each dashboard module so you can see how to view and filter your data. This first module, Margin Order Patient, shows the orders and reorders created by the patients. Please note, when a patient does place a reorder, you will automatically receive an email notification that your patient placed a contact lens reorder, and you will see that reported here. Here, you can also sort by the following metrics. Number of orders shows the number of orders, and in this case, 32 came in this period. Number of units shows the number of boxes that were purchased by the patient, regardless of modality. And the margin to order, which shows the profit margin for the cost of goods for patient-created orders. The next module shows the gross revenue. Click on the tab to see the total gross revenue compared to how many orders or units were purchased by your patients directly. Again, this means patient-created orders and reorders. You can also see the gross profit, which shows the profit you would have received during that reporting period. The next module shows the detailed transactions. By default, it shows you the number of total dollars per order by contact lens category: colors, spheres, torics, multifocals, etc. And if you wanted to drill down to see specific weeks, go back up to the top Compare tab and remove a couple of weeks. You will immediately see the difference on screen. Sphericals, for example, did increase by $610.50 during that time frame. Now, if you wanted to take a look at the number of boxes, go back up to the top of the module and select All Transactions, Number Boxes Order. You will be able to see that sphericals did increase by 9 units during that time period. Within this module, you can sort by category, average numbers, reporting, and comparison at any time. Okay, that's a lot to take in, I know, but trust me, you are going to love this section, and hopefully will be using it often to get insight from all your patient-created orders. Okay, let's get into the sales area. Scroll down to see 2 modules. This is where you will see details for the other 2 types of orders: in-office inventory, ship-to-patient orders. So, let's say you want to see how your in-office inventory is comparing to your direct ship to patients. In-office inventory reflects the orders you have made to have contact lenses on hand and readily available because they might be the most popular brand or product. It is important to track how those orders differ from patient-created orders and ship to patients. Ship-to-patient orders, as you know, is the big game changer because with Adobe, shipping is always free to the patient, regardless of how many boxes they order. You will definitely want to compare your in-office inventory to ship to patients to see how Adobe is performing for your practice. Hopefully, over time, you will see your in-office inventory decrease while your ship-to-patient orders increase. Go to the top of the module of In-Office Inventory, and you can track sales by category or transaction size. Transaction size shows you how big or the size of the revenue per order, and here you see it quickly in this circular pie chart view versus a tabular view. If you hover over each section of the pie, which represents the 4 categories on the pie, spheres, colors, multifocal, or torics, you will immediately see the breakdown and profit margin of the different lenses you sell, right there, right on the screen. If you go over to the Ship to Patient module, you can do a side-by-side comparison and track sales by category or transaction size, as well as see the values and breakdowns of the 4 categories, spheres, colors, multifocal, or torics. Here, you can also see how many units were sold versus the revenue of each category. In this case, although you sold more spherical lenses, you made more money per unit on colored lenses. At any given time, you will be able to see a color comparison box showing you the difference. If it is positive in your favor, it will be in green. If it is neutral or negative, it will be in red. Okay. Let's go into the Revenue Contributors module, which looks at the actual products and shows you where the bulk of your revenue is being generated, or conversely, which products are not contributing to your overall revenue. You can also see how your favorite products are doing versus other products. It may also give you the insight needed to change or add to your product favorites. At the top of this module, you can see your revenue by category, such as color toric, colors, multifocal, and so on. Here, you can sort by modality of wear schedule, conventional wear, daily disposable, extended wear, and so on. You can choose revenue by supply, how much the patient ordered at one time, 1 month, 1 year, 2 years, and so on. This helps you understand how your patients are ordering. So, if you have turned on custom pricing and put in custom pricing for certain products, you will be able to see your revenue by favorite products. As before, you will see a pie chart view versus a tabular view, and once you hover over each section of the pie, you will immediately see the breakdown revenue for each category and percentage of sales as a whole. Scroll down to see the revenue broken down by reporting and the comparison period. To the right is another module that shows you the revenue in the time period you selected. You can sort by the top 5 products, the bottom 5 products, so you can see which ones are underperforming, the top favorite products, and the bottom favorite products. Again, these last 2 help determine which products should be favorited and which ones you may not want to continue favoriting. Now, once you add or remove any favorite products, your changes will appear here. If you need a refresher on how to favorite your products, please refer to the video entitled How to Add or Modify Your Favorite Products within the Custom Pricing module. One thing to note, Adobe synchronizes every night. So that means any orders the previous day will automatically show up the next day in your order status and performance dashboards. We are actively working on the ability to synchronize in real time in the near future. To instantly clear out any of the filters, click the Clear Filters tab at the top left of your screen, and you can start again for anything you are specifically interested in reviewing or analyzing. One cool feature I want to point out, by clicking the middle of the pie chart, you automatically get a larger view of the data on your screen. Hit the back button to go back to the main view of the dashboard. And at any given time, if you want to see the data in table view, go to the bottom tab, Product Sales Detail. This view will really let you see patterns in your data, and most importantly, give you the insight you need to run your practice. All of the previous filters you had in the graphical data dashboard, you will still have in the Details view. Here, you can see all of your data, from the sales order, product category, product name, the product type, the modality or wearing schedule, the pack size, to the patient information, such as the patient's name, which product did they have for which eye, date of birth, email, phone. If you keep scrolling, you will see more patient information, such as supply, quantity, cost total, retail gross total, discount allowances if any, total tax, retail net total, which is your profit on that particular order. If you want to filter even more, click on the funnel icon. You can filter visually, sort the data, as well as personalize which fields you see in your table. Also, if you filter down by order history and then filter specific products, you will be able to see how that cost has changed from time to time. Abby will always store your custom pricing changes whenever you make them, so that you can see how those changes affected your bottom line. To export your data, click the 3 buttons on the right. And just as in the Order Status dashboard, you can export the data in the current layout or as a summarized table to have totals added to your data. And as before, you can download an Excel file or a CSV, comma-separated value file. Once you hit export, it will be automatically stored in your browser and can be found in your Downloads folder or default folder. Here is an example of what your downloaded file might look like. If you have more than one practice, we recommend logging into each practice location, performing the exact search and export, and then you can use whatever data analysis tool you have to compare your practices. As I mentioned previously, we will be adding the ability to analyze multiple or all practices at once in an upcoming release. Now, just a tip on using these dashboards. You will probably use the order status first, and then after a few weeks of making orders, the performance dashboard will have enough data for you to review. For the first few weeks of looking at the data, I would recommend viewing all data before you start comparing week to week or month to month. The more Abby orders you have, the more data you will have to analyze. I would recommend you bookmark this video and page in your browser, so you can go back to it at any time and refresh your memory on how to get the most out of your new performance dashboard. And remember, if you ever have any questions, email help@helloabby.com, call 833-741-ABBY, or use our live chat to speak to an agent.